Settling onto your feet, connecting with bubbling springs point. Rubbing your hands and rubbing your wrists. And taking a nice deep breath for yourself. So connecting first with yourself and source. Resting the hands at a still point for a few breaths. And gradually moving into a subtle rock with the bottom hand. Notice that both the top hand and the bottom hand started right over the heart and sacral centers. Compressing the sacrum, working clockwise around the sacrum, and then working up the opposite side erectors. When you get to the top, the two hands work down together, crossing over at the sacrum, and use your fingers to draw the erectors away from the spine on the opposite side. At the sacrum, the top hand becomes the rocker. The bottom hand goes through the bladder meridian through the legs. The bladder meridian runs essentially through the middle of the hamstrings and the middle of the calf muscle. Notice there's an easy rock in my body, and that translates to the body of the client. The sternum is lifted, my chest is open, and there's a sense of relaxation in my body. Coming back to the original point, bottom hand over the sacrum, top hand over the heart center. Ease the bottom hand to a still point. Take a few full breaths here. Notice the palms are right over the centers. And then when you're ready, transitioning by shifting the weight and then connecting with your lower forearm into the upper gluteal muscles. I'm now in horse stance, and I'm moving the hara along the table. So the shifting of my weight is what allows for the pressure on the client's body. It's a broad, medium depth pressure. The bottom arm is more of an anchored arm. It moves somewhat, but the top arm travels through and along the erectors and even over the shoulder. Depending on the type of scapula the client has, you can work right over the scapula up to the shoulder. The arms will work down together. Notice I turn the palms up, settle my weight in, roll the arms, put a rock into the movement, which creates a gap, a spaciousness for the lower back. Transition into warrior stance and just lean my weight and then put a little rocking compression on the sacrum. A sweep for transition.